everyone, welcome to the channel. This is Renu here. Today in the video we are going to address a most common problem, or you can say the most common question which I have been receiving in my comment section, and that is forgetting words while speaking in English. Now this is the biggest problem of all English learners, right? In today in the video we are going to eliminate this problem forever. I'm going to help you out by giving you some practical and proven activities which will help you to overcome this problem and to speak English fluently without forgetting words. So make sure to watch this video right till the end and listen to me carefully what I'm trying to tell you and make you understand to overcome this problem, which is forgetting words while speaking in English. Now without further delay, let's get into the video. Practice is the must. It is the only thing that is going to help you to improve your English. Now, practice is important, but there is another thing that practice harder and practice smarter. You must have heard that work harder or smarter. Similarly, practice harder or practice smarter. Now, what do I mean by it? We all know that practice is must, and we must give ourselves enough amount of practice in order to speak English, in order to overcome from any type of problem while speaking in English. Whether it is related to forgetting words, or you can say if it is about fumbling or being stuck while speaking in English, whatever the problem is, practice is the solution. Now, just practice smarter, not harder. What we do, we just try to practice a lot without thinking anything or without thinking about whether it is the right way or wrong way, whether it is the smartest way or not. We are all blindly practicing, right? But we should not do it. We must practice smarter over harder. Because if you're practicing harder, it means you're not trying to update yourself. You're not trying to add something new in your practice. And if you don't add something new, it means that you don't update. You don't update your English speaking skills. So just practice smarter. And how can you do that? How can you practice smarter in order to speak English fluently and in order to overcome the problem of forgetting words while speaking in English? So, I'm going to help you out by sharing with you some practical activities which will help you to improve your English and to overcome this problem of forgetting words. Alright, now let's start with the first point. When we are learning a language, we all must agree, and we do agree, that yes, we create that environment, we must create that environment that helps us to speak English fluently and to update our English speaking skills. Whatever we learn, any new skill we learn, we are supposed to be in that environment and create that environment for ourselves so that we can learn that skill. We are learning English language. It is itself amazing skill, right? It is a soft skill and it is international skill. Whatever you do, whatever you listen, watch, read, write, do everything in English. It will help you to create that environment which helps you to speak English naturally and to learn English naturally. Because once you have that environment, that surrounding, you automatically get used of English language and you subconsciously observe that English language. Okay, all the things you observe subconsciously, your mind is working. You don't know, but your subconscious mind is observing everything if you have that environment, if you have that supportive English environment. So just create English learning environment which will help you to get used of English language and to be habitual of it. Talking about how to immerse completely yourself. So it is going to be really difficult at first, but gradually you will be habitual according to the environment. Once you create environment, your mind is working, your subconscious mind is observing everything. And it wouldn't be very difficult for you to completely immerse in English language because you have already created the environment. So that's why I have shared with you the first step is that create the environment, and second step, just try to immerse. Just try to be habitual of English language. Once you have environment, it would be far easier for you to get used of English language. Talking about the next activity, which is memory enhancement. Now, This activity helps you a lot with this problem, that is forgetting words while speaking in English. It is a practical activity or method, you can say, that eventually helps you to overcome this problem. Now what we do in this process, in this activity, so first we are supposed to read something, whether it is an article or any page of the book or anything, whatever it is, just read something. Now you can also replace it with any other thing. You can just listen something or watch something that must be in English. Okay, but I am trying to make you understand by the help of reading. So just read an article. Let's suppose that we have an article and we are reading it. So just read that article, and after that, once you are done reading that article, what are you supposed to do? Just try to recall all the information, whatever was in that article. Okay, now you're trying to boost up your memory. This is the first amazing benefit, right? You're trying to boost up your memory. Simultaneously, you are trying to recall all the words to explain your point of view, right? You are supposed to explain information what was in that article. So when you are speaking, you are explaining, you are using vocabularies. You are trying to recall all the vocabularies in order to explain your thinking, your ideas about the article, about the information, right? You just recall all the information, whatever you read, and then you try to explain. Now you are just trying to boost up your memory. You can easily enhance your memory skills, and then you are also simultaneously working on your speaking skills, and you can easily overcome this problem of forgetting words while speaking in English. Talking about next activity. So the next proven and practical activity we have here in order to overcome this problem of forgetting words while speaking in English is 5 W's method. Now what do I mean by 5 W's method? So this is just amazing method. Truly, once you are doing it, you'll find that yes, you are enjoying English learning process. However, it is kind of a little bit difficult, but you can do it. I mean, it can make you perplexed, but you can do it. You'll enjoy it a lot. Now, how to do it? So we have here 5 W's in this method. What, why, when, where, and who. Okay, so whatever you do, try to add 5 W's. Now just let's give it a try. I say I like flowers. You can ask me, what flower do you like? Or you can say, which flower do you like? We are using 5 W's, so we are supposed to use 5 W's somehow in our English speaking skills or in the topic we are talking about. We are discussing a sentence which is I like flowers. So what flowers are like, or which flowers are like? Well, I like red flowers, or you can say red roses. Now, why do I like red roses? I could like something else. I could like some different flowers. Why do I like red roses only? I mean, there is a reason behind it. So you are supposed to explain the reason. Just first add which, either what, and then why. Why do you like that? Why do you do that activity? After that, when did you start liking red rose? You may ask me, when did you start liking red rose? And I can explain it. I've been liking red roses for years, right? So just start creating some questions by using this method. Or you can ask me, who gave you red roses first time? So just try to use 5 W's in your English speaking skills, whatever you talk about, whatever you share. Talking about next activity. So next activity is also amazing. However, we all are familiar with it, and we all are supposed to do it in order to get to know yourself better and to understand English language, to have a good connection with the language. And if you follow this activity, you will be habitual of English language. You can easily get used of English language. Okay, that is called self-talk. However, I have shared in my previous videos that self-talk is really important. If you want to become habitual of English language and become fluent in English language, you must do self-talk on regular basis so that you can understand all the errors, all the mistake you make in all the good points you make in your English speaking skills. It can also help you to boost up your confidence level. If you do self talk, it helps you to get used of English language. And once you are habitual, speaking English without forgetting words would be far easier for you. So just first get used of English language. Be habitual of English language. Then you can easily eliminate this problem of forgetting words while speaking, because you are all the time speaking to yourself, right? And you are quite habitual of English language. You are speaking to yourself all the time. Whatever you do, any activity, either you have to make time to practice, to talk to yourself. If you don't have time, just try to make time to talk to yourself, or you can say to practice your English speaking skills. Or if you're doing any activity, simultaneously you can talk to yourself in English. Talking about next activity. So the next activity we have here 3 P's, which means practice, practice and practice. Only practice. Practice is the really important thing. We all are agree, right? Practice is must. Now we are supposed to do practice on regular basis. So just do a lot of practice by using some different methods or techniques. And yes, make sure that you are finding your appropriate method or technique, you can say that. I mean, all the methods and all the techniques are not for everyone. You must find your own, where you feel comfortable and where you enjoy learning English. Whether it is just watching, listening or reading, where you actually enjoy learning English. Okay, so just do practice on regular basis and find your way of learning English. If you're enjoying learning English by reading something in English, or by watching English content, or by listening English content, so just find your own way of learning English. And of course, be consistent. Remember that consistency is the key of success, right? Without having consistency, without doing practice on regular basis, you cannot be ever fluent in English, and you can never overcome this problem of forgetting words. Now, these are the practical and proven activities which I wanted to share with you, and I really hope that you find this video very helpful. If you find this video very helpful, let me know in the comment section. And if you have any question to ask me, you can again share it in the comment section. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Let's meet you in the next videos.